everybody, my name's Amanda from Scrimpingmommy.co.uk and today I'm on the final instalment. I've done 7 videos back to back for the last 7 days showcasing the lovely Stampin' Up brand new 2017 to 2019 in colours, and I've called it my Festival of Colours. I have added all of the videos to a playlist which will come up at the end of this video, so you can go and see the other 6 projects. So this is the last one, so without further ado, let's get cracking. So I've got a sheet of Whisper White here that I've cut to 7.5 by 7.5. Okay, so first of all I'm going to score at 1 inch, 2 inch and 6.5 inches. Then I'm going to turn it and I'm going to score at 1 inch, 3.5 inches, 4.5 inches and 7. Okay, then we can put that away. Move that out of the way. Now, the first thing that I'm going to do is, to make my life a little bit simpler later on, is I'm going to attach a strip of DSP right the way across the centre there. So we've got 2 smaller panels, 1 large panel and 1 smaller panel, so we want it all the way across the centre. So I'm going to snail that way, Amanda, and I'm using Berry Burst today. This is the lovely floral DSP. We don't have long to wait now to get our hands on the lovely goodies. If you are in the UK and you're wanting to join a paper share, I am doing one over on my blog if you want to go and have a look. So this section here, I'm just going to find, I am going to be a little bit finicky here and I'm going to find the centre. So this section here measures 4.5. So the centre would be 2.25. So I want it about there. Okay, oh no, all the way across, about there. I want it fairly central so that it looks nice. Let me just have a look. That will do for me. That's fair enough. Okay, and I'm just going to attach that all the way across before I do any scoring or any cutting. It just makes things quicker. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to burnish all of those score lines, which will in turn burnish the DSP that I've just attached, so no need to score it separately. We're saving time. We're killing 2 birds with 1 stone. Score and burnish all of those. Okay. You will be able to see from the thumbnail what I'm creating. Again, it's a box that you can use for other things. Once you've mastered, I think I can say I've mastered how to make boxes now. I am able to take something, sit down and plan a box to fit it. And not waste 50 sheets of paper doing it. So I think I've got it now. I think I can safely say I've taught myself how to make boxes. Right, so this section here is the top with the 2 smaller sections, and these panels are your front and back, and this section on its own is going to be your bottom. So let's deal with the top first. So let me cut away the parts that we don't need. Okay. Let me think. Let me turn it that way and then if I turn it this way I can see it better. Okay, so if we go down to the bottom, we don't need this small section here, so we can cut that away. And we know this is the bottom because the top has got 2 smaller sections and the bottom only has 1. Okay, so we can cut this part away, we don't need that. And then these parts here we want to snip because they are flaps that are going to fold into each other to make the bottom of the box. Okay, so that's that. Now the other part that we want to do is we want to snip from here down to the second score line on both sides. So we're going to do that. Okay, and then we're going to cut away all of this part up to these 2 squares. All of this part we do not need, so snip down to that second score line again and cut all of that away because we don't need it. Okay, so now this is your top, this is going to be your lid. So we've got 2 little squares here. Okay, we only need the bottom one, so we can snip off the top one on each side, because they're just going to be flaps to fold in to keep our lid nice and tight. Okay, now here's an interesting part. I'm going to get my 1 1/4 inch circle punch, and before I do anything I'm going to fold this flap in. This is going to be the flap that is going to close, so I'm folding that all the way in. And then on the first section here, I'm going in with my 1 1/4 inch circle punch, and I'm just going a small way in, not all the way, about 1/4. Line it up so it's central and punch. Okay, that has created a little hole for us there. Okay, now on the bottom side of that, is it? No, across there, sorry, not the bottom side, where we've just made that oval hole. On the next large section here, we want to make another small indent, which is a thumb notch with a 1 inch circle punch. Again, try and get it fairly central, and it doesn't have to be very deep. Okay, so that's that bit done. Okay, now these flaps are going to fold in. But as they stand now, if you look, they will protrude in the gap. So we want to notch these flaps from about halfway to there, like so. So that we've still got a nice flap to help keep our lid shut, but it doesn't encroach when you shut the lid. It's still encroaching, so I just need to snip a bit more off. Okay. And the same on the other side. Okay, and then just have a look, pretend you're putting your box together and see if those flaps encroach. They don't now, you can't see them. Okay, so that's the shape that I've ended up with cutting the flaps. Yeah, right, now we can start and adhere our box together. So this shorter edge here, which is the smallest edge of everywhere, is going to attach our box together like so. Okay, so we're going to put fast fuse all the way down there. Fast fuse is nice and strong, and we want this box to last. We don't want it to fall to pieces, so use a nice strong adhesive. And then we just simply fold that over, and it should just meet perfectly, but I'm just going to double check. Don't assume that it's going to meet perfectly, so make sure it lines up before you commit, otherwise the rest of your box won't go together properly if it's not lined up right. Okay, there we go, it is lined up right. So then now I need some adhesive on one flap here and one flap here. Okay, I'm using fast fuse. Oop, get off. Which don't want to work now. I think I've got it twisted. Come on, don't be naughty. I made loads of these this morning, and my fast fuse behaved the whole entire time. So then tuck in the one side that isn't got adhesive on, and the side that has, and then the large flap with no adhesive then goes on the top, followed by the large flap. Oh no, I've done it wrong way around. Followed by the flap that has got adhesive, and then the large flap that hasn't, like that. Okay, so that it all sticks on top of each other. It's early, blimey. And I've been up since early doors making these. Right, so now we have our box, and we can put inside our tissues. These are just, you know, the mini packs that you get, and these are from good old Asda. And you open there like so. So I'm just going to snip that off. Okay. Okay, and then we can pop those, and I have made the box so that it's large enough in case your tissues are a little bit bigger, look, but yeah, they won't rattle around like, you know, silly, in a silly way. Oh, I forgot to round my corners here. Don't forget to round those. It just helps your box tuck in easier if you round those. Okay, I did forget. And then that will just slip in there nicely, or it should do. And it holds nice and snug. It doesn't hold snug if you don't put the little tabs in the side, because I've tried it. So make sure you do. And then obviously you can get your tissue. There you go. Okay. And then just to decorate it, I've used the ever popular, you're gonna see it everywhere, the daisy from Daisy Delight. So let me get some scrap. Oh no, this is a smaller piece actually. I'll use this because it's smaller. And I have mounted the daisy, and I've also mounted this little centre, which gives you like, you know, like the centre of the daisy. And I'm using Berry Burst today. Now, lots of lovely ink on there, and put it fairly close to the edge of your paper. I can never remember which, I really should mark which is the top of the stamp. It would make it easier when I come to punch, so that I don't have to keep moving my punch around to find the right fit, but never mind. There we go. So that's that, and while I'm here, I'm going to just do the centre of one of them. Don't need to do both because I'm going to layer them. So I'll just add that centre on one, like so, and it gives you a, you know, a mottled centre, like on a flower in the wild. So I'm going to get my little shaping mat out, and I'll use a pencil to shape it. Get my punch, which coordinates. You will be able to get hold of this as a bundle, and then just line it up. Oh, that's not so bad. Sometimes you might have to, if you've not stamped it a certain way, sometimes you like just have to move the punch around slightly to find the best fit. Punch like so, then release and move your card. If you're not careful, these spiky bits can get stuck in there. If that happens, don't pull your card and rip it, just punch, and it will punch these, and then just gently release your card. Okay, it's not difficult at all. Let me just, I'm just going to cut this out so that I can manoeuvre it round better. And I'll use that card for a sentiment later. Right, okay. So there's the fit there, look. It's one of them that you'll get used to the more that you use it. But it does need lining up right, or else, you know, you'll end up cutting off some of your design, and you don't want that on a flower. Right, there we go. That's nicely lined up. And then just get some glue dots. Here we go. The top one with the extra stamping. I always use 2 glue dots because I just think it holds better. Okay, then line them up off centre like that, so that you've got this petal goes in the gap. Teaching your grandma how to suck eggs, but some people might not know. Okay, so now we've got a flat flower, and I don't like flat flowers, so I'm going to curl it. You can take longer and do it one by one petal by one, and then stick the 2 layers together. You will get a better look, but I'm doing it a quick way because I'm filming. So I've curled them over, and then I'll just get the end of a pencil in the centre in a soft mat and push, and that will give you some shape to your flower. Go and get some more glue dots. I'm getting excited because I've managed to do 7 videos back to back. I've blogged every day for a week. I'm exhausted, It's hard work, but you know what? I've really enjoyed it. And lots of viewers have said, oh, we could get used to this, a video every day. And I'm like, I don't think I can manage one every single day. Right, I'm going to put my flower just in the centre there. I've kept it nice and simple. You can add a sentiment, you can add other things, but there is your lovely tie-dye tissue box. What a great gift, what a great idea for your craft fairs, your teacher appreciation gift, swaps, anything. You can take the basic idea, you could stamp the cardstock, you could use coloured cardstock, you could do whatever you want, but that is the basic ins and outs of it. So, measurements are all on my blog over at scrimpingmommy.co.uk. I hope you've enjoyed my festival of colour. I'm going for a lie down, I'm exhausted. Thanks for watching. Bye for now.